Alright, so now what we're going to do is look at layers as, what happens with the big broad picture of things. Okay? This thing has layers on it. This thing has the ability to see those and turn down those layers. But what happens if I do some very, very large changes to the mesh? And I'm going to be looking at this. Let's make a new layer. And rename this Sculpt. Okay. Now, I can only do that on sublayer 6. I can go down in layers, but I'm going to find out that I want a lower level. Well, how do I do that with layers? If I reconstruct subdivide, it's going to take a couple seconds. And it'll take even longer if I have even more layers. So keep that in mind. So this might take a couple minutes actually. But it proves the point that layers are very powerful. So you should always, before you start, always reconstruct subdivide down to a lower level, so that way when you're sculpting, you can move the vertices in larger groups and then go back up in levels. Okay, so now we have a full reconstruction of this. I got the move tool. I can activate symmetry, and I'm just going to move and manipulate the object around a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to go back up in levels. Or I can use other tools, like this clip brush. There we go. And then add maybe some standard deformation to it. And what I want to do here is subtract in the mesh a little bit. And then polish that a little bit. There we go. And you can start blending forms that way. Now, what happens to everything else? Well, what's nice about this is if I turn on the other layers, and you can see it takes a very long time to turn on layers now. For the first time it will explode. You thought it was going to be like automatically. So this video is mainly made to be a warning to you, to say, you know, you can do some things with layers, but make sure you have your base mesh down completely before you do that. Because if you do not, all your other layers become garbage at that point. And worse yet, everything gets ruined. So, welcome to Jason's version of educating you with advanced warning. Please move on to the next video.